we got some really fun stuff happening. I want to let you know JV Jams Live is kicking off. We have another JV Jams Live January 6th through the 8th. So we have, if you go to jvjamslive.com, we're still putting together the list of speakers and so on. But in terms of signing up, we'll be providing you some information. Whatever you do, do not buy tickets yet, because as part of JV Jams, you actually get a free ticket. So do not buy the ticket there as well. But we're going to have some really good fun at this next event, because it kicks off the new year. We're doing it on the weekend, January 6th through the 8th, because people said, well, I was working during the day, and during we had it like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we're like, oh, okay. So we have it on the weekend this time. I want to get started on this because I want you to, we had a couple of people who are wanting to get more exposure. So how many of you here have a business that's, you want, essentially, you're looking for not just sales, but JV partners, more specifically? Anyone raise your hand? Got it. So I'm going to announce something brand new here. You're one of the first few people to hear this. We have a new JV certification coming out. It'll be jvcertified.com. That'll be the site, but you'll be JV certified. And what we're doing is we're providing access to this probably within the next 2 weeks. So the JV certified is going to be literally a label, like a seal you get as JV certified. You can put it on your materials. And we're introducing and creating a JV certified database for people. So all of you got businesses who want to connect. We're going to be proactively introducing JV certified people into each other. Meaning, you don't even have to come to a meeting. If I turn around and go, someone needs sales help, well, Ann's one of the best of the business, right? In working with healers. Or if I turn around and say, AJ, someone needs has a tribe who's going to invest in wellness, well, invest in your wellness, Adriana. So we're going to do that as part of the people. It's one of the benefits of being certified. Now, how many of you have other certifications? Like I've got like 7 certifications, all technology, business oriented. So certifications are third-party verification, right? If you're in JV groups, I love other JV groups like JVology, JV Directly, JV Insider Circle. There's all these joint venture programs. So what we want to do is create a certification that says, okay, you are JV certified. And let me get this. There's going to be different levels of certification. So JV, and Adriana, with you just kicking off, right, you're going to get certified. You're building your list. But then someone like Anne, who may have a whole bunch of other people, has another level of certification. So there's actually going to be, so we know, okay, this is the person that we have a particular level of number of people on their list, right? Or have been a JV partner. So they're with other people. So there's going to be a whole training program behind it as well. But this is all about connecting you proactively, again, as opposed to reactively. So let's go ahead and actually learn more about you. So I'm going to ask you, when I call your name out, I want you to tell me who you are, where you're calling from. Like I said, I'm on a mountaintop in North Carolina, not in Hawaii, although I do look like it because I'm originally from Hawaii. So I say aloha and mahalo a lot. But I want you to tell me what you do, and also what you're offering for people. Meaning, what is your offer? And more specifically, I want you to tell me who you're looking for in a JV partner. I'm looking, I offer this, and my JV, I offer coaching services for coaches to help them grow their business. And I'm looking for people who are tied in with other coaches. So if you are a JV partner, I want you to tell me specifically who your tribe is and the kind of person you're looking for as a JV partner. Does that make sense? And I want you to do this in 3 minutes or less. Got it. So we're going to start with the master, Anne. Anne, show us how it's done. And I'm going to hype you up because that's your business. You help. I'll let you explain what you do.
Sandy has her hand up.
Yes, I'll get to Sandy.
Right. So hi, everybody. For those of you I don't know, I know some of you, I'm Ann Hession. So I am an energy healer and medical intuitive, super woo-woo, and I am a sales expert. That makes me a unicorn, right? Like those two things don't tend to go together very often. And I am here on the planet to serve healers. So the people that I serve the most are energy healers and solopreneurs who have these amazing gifts for the world, but they're allergic to sales. And I help remove that sales allergy, teach them what to do, clear away, do all that inner work so that they can actually make the huge difference they're here to make in the world and be paid well to do it. So that's my mission. I'm literally here to heal the business of healing. And I actually have a 3-day event coming up in November 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Ooh.
It is called Sold, the heart and soul of sales for healers. So that's sold spelled SOUL''D. And so I am actively promoting it right now. This event is for healers only. Not all of my programs is for healers only, but this is only for healers. If you have healers on your list and you would love to help them actually fulfill their mission on the planet, I'm here to serve them. So let me know and I'd be happy to talk with you. I'm doing a bunch of stuff between now and then. It's a virtual event, so there's still plenty of time for people to sign up.
Got it. Everyone hear that? Take advantage of that. If you know, and here's the thing, this isn't about just you, right? It's about people who lead to people. So if you know other healers, like I know healers just by the nature of working with James Lamb, for instance, in the small business success or small business, superpowered business success and other groups. So if you know other people, sign up for Ann's program. And I think I'm already signed up as an affiliate, so I can already start promoting that as well. So
I'm going to just I'll put some contact information in the chat so you can reach out to me and I'd love to talk. We're still 2 weeks away. So plenty of time to promote a virtual event and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And everyone understand that Ann is my go-to person for sales for the healers. That the minute people talk about it, have you talked to Ann Hession? So I want you to be aware of Ann's reputation in this space. She's got a really powerful talk. She talked at the last JB Jams Live, actually. So, by the way, Ann, if you don't mind, go ahead and pop that. You got the link.
I'm popping it all in there for you.
Got it.
Sorry, I had a typo. So.
Got it. All right, next. Let's go ahead and, you know who I want to start out with, Sandy, because I missed your hand, Sandy, earlier. Sandy, are you ready to go? Or are you in the middle of Kane? All right, Sandy, it's all you. Who are you? What do you do? And what are you looking for in terms of help?
Of health or help?
Help.
Okay. Closed captioning doesn't work good on this either. My name is Sandy. I'm in Southern California. I am a financial literacy coach to hustlerpreneurs. I give them the basics so they can read it, speak it, understand it, because that's the key and the foundation for anybody's business growth. And my signature program is called the Business Money Magnet Card System. And I am so intent on showing this to everyone that's a small business owner that can that can adjust their own prices, because it will end their cash flow constipation in their business.
Cash flow constipation. Is that a website? If not, someone's got to buy that.
It should be. It should be. You should get that URL. You should get that URL.
Sandy, buy it right now because Ann's ready. She's already got her GoDaddy up. I can tell.
You like that?
Everyone here, Sandy is one of my favorite people in the world. Number one. Sandy is when I say hustlerpreneur, she's a hustlerpreneur and a half. So if you know people that are really looking for side hustles, right? Especially because you've got other things, Sandy comes up with the most unique stuff for side hustles. I would have never thought of that. Like, what do you got? You're doing what, a money card? What is a money card? And she talks about, but she
money magnet card. It's a money magnet card because it attracts money for you. Got
it. So understand, Sandy, and everyone, this goes for everyone. Put your contact information in the chat. This isn't where you hide and the administrator says, don't put your information. No, you got to put it all. Put your contact information and your links. especially your JV sign up links. If you have a JV sign up link, go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay. Sandy, thanks for being here. Sandy introduced me to McKinney. So I'm actually going to introduce McKinney.
Is my
There-
McKinney here?
McKinney is here.
Oh,
McKinney, tell us who you are, where you're at right now, and what is your product and what do you need help with in terms of a tribe, or what is it you want? What kind of partner would you like to connect with?
That's my buddy.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, great. So I'm located in the East Coast, New York, metropolitan area, so Brooklyn, New York. And my business is called Sign and Voice Exchange. And my vision is to bridge the gap with the hearing and, someone who suffer hearing loss and have a better communication and compensation in the future. So that way we won't have any awkward conversations. So if someone is signing, you'll be able to understand what's being said in sign language. And when you respond in voice, they will be able to get that respond in visually. So that's my vision. And I'm hoping to connect with I'm having my summit coming up soon. So it's gonna be a conversation on how we can meet that goal and bridging the gap.
Excellent. And McKinney, just full transparency, I'm working with McKinney on her summit, which is going to be in January. And if you go to Sign in Voice Exchange, McKinney, make sure you put that in the chat. Put your link. Make sure you put the HTTP, guys, when you put your stuff so that it actually links rather than just www. Got to put the HTTP piece of it.
I will.
Because she is bridging the gap between hearing and non-hearing communities. It's funny. I learned Braille and sign language in my first grade because my first grade teacher had a little test there, and then this next thing I know, I have no idea, but it comes in handy. Trust me. Now, and communication matters, right? That's why we have the transcript up. Thanks to McKinney for that. So, guys, if you know anyone that would be a great speaker for this summit called Let's Connect, okay? If you know anyone that would be a great speaker for that, or if you think you'd be a great speaker, McKinney's going to drop the URL here, but there is a sign up to apply to be a speaker there for the summit. So you want to take advantage of that too. Cool. We're trying to get Starbucks and a few other companies, big companies, who want to provide more services to make it easier for non-hearing people to be able to do business with them. And so that's just one of the aspects. Excellent. Thanks, McKinney. Next, Natalie, you were here, one of the first ones in the room. Tell us more about you, Natalie.
Hi, everybody. I am just like Anne, very similar, doing energy healing and connecting with others who are kind of on their path and they're not really sure their purpose. They're kind of discovering like, hey, I have gifts. I want to discover more about my gifts. I want to know how to use those gifts. So I'm kind of activating and supporting and helping them along their journey. Things like, how do I use my light language? What do I use it for? When is it coming in? What do I do? All these kind of questions that people have when they're kind of getting into the space. But I also do some of that healing as well, using sound and using frequencies, using my hands, whatever I'm kind of guided to do at the time that the person shows up. And I am an affiliate marketer. So I promote different products and drive different traffic through different various ways, depending on whatever the product requires. And I am in Ontario, in Canada, and I am a mom of 4 little boys. So things tend to be like fly by the seat of our pants and go where we need to go and be where we need to be. It's kind of, it's like a fun little orchestra of crazy. And so, yeah, I think that kind of sums up what I'm doing. I do one-to-one coaching mostly. And it started with people who were just finding me and saying like, hey, I want to make money. I want to make passive income, but something's blocked, like, can you have a look and see what's blocked? And then us going in, and when I explore like past life traumas, and I go in and explore things that weren't created in this lifetime, can't be fixed in this lifetime. So we go back and look at, okay, well, what happened? Why is this repetitive cycle repeating? Or if it is in this lifetime, what interaction happened that kind of blocks things for you? And then we go in and resolve some of those things. So
Yeah.
it's opened up.
Natalie, what's your website?
My new website is natalienadine.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you put that in.
All right.
Put that in there. Very powerful. I just, it's funny how many healers I've met in the past
Mhm.
6 months in energy work and in frequency, actually sound. I used to work with frequency and sound as well, and have a program for that. But Natalie, I'd love to learn more about you. And that you and Anne, of course, you connect. There's a couple other people here. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have. We need to connect up. So Natalie, thank you very much. And by the way, congratulations. 4
Thank you.
boys. Did you say 4 boys?
Yeah.
I have 5 kids, but they're all out of college. I mean, actually, but I have 2 girls though, so I'm like, I think 4 boys would have killed me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
everyone,
they're
just
pretty active.
let's give Natalie a little hand for
Yay.
for boys and an entrepreneur on top of it. You know what I mean? That's not an easy thing. Excellent, Natalie.
Thank you.
I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to vouch for her because she's one of my coaches, and Natalie was one of our star guest activity leaders, speakers at the Lightness Quest, the Taste of Lightness retreat, as was Ruth Wishingrad. Adriana can attest to that. She was an attendee. So yeah, Natalie's awesome. So
There you go.
highly recommend her.
Thank you.
So, yeah, excellent. Let's go with Sally. You were here earlier as well. Sally. Wait, unmute yourself.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi. Yeah, this is my first time in this group, and I'm happy to be here. Seems like really interesting people. I am a vegan entrepreneur, and I created this brand, EcoBella. And most recently, we have launched a really special product called Bone Broth. It's an animal-free bone broth that's delicious and restorative and gets animals out of the supply chain. So I like to dream up products that are better for people, animals, and the planet. And we sell all over the world through our website and on Amazon. And I am looking for influencers that we could work with who want to help calm climate change by getting animals and animal agriculture to be minimalized. When we do that, we can reduce the climate change chaos that we're experiencing. So we're very much a product quality and mission-driven company. And I'm also writing a book, so I would be looking for someone who can give me any guidance there on getting the book out in the world and creating a course from the book so I can help people give up their animal addictions and live the fantastic, exuberant, delicious life style of a plant-based lifestyle. And anyone who has any ideas are welcome to contact me at ecobella.com or sally@ecobella.com. And happy to be here.
Sally, make sure you add both the email address and your website to the chat. By the way, guys, at the end, I'm going to stick around to, you can download the chat. So if you want to download the chat, let me know. And we're going to be sharing this anyways, the recording, and we'll have it up on the Rock You Academy site as well, in the group. But make sure you put your information there. By the way, Sally, so I'm the CEO of the Plant-Based Network. So we have 195,000 people on our social media, another 6,400 on email. So in terms of getting your information out, especially about bone broth as opposed to bone broth, I'm
Yeah.
very interested because I'm plant-based as well, as you can imagine. So connect with me. Connect with me. And I put my email address in there, Ronnie@rockyou.academy. By the way, guys, that offer extends to all of you. So I have a number of connections in different groups. Just by the nature of my business, I help coaches, right? So I meet up with other people. So take down my email address, Ronnie@rockyou.academy. If you've got something you think you want to be a partner with, let me know. At a minimum, I can direct you to people. At a maximum, I become a JV with you and I can promote you to different groups, whether it's music. I have a music, business, technology, and health and wellness, kind of the 3 top industries that I work with. Cool. Excellent. Let's go with Ruth.
Somehow I knew that was coming.
Can you see where I'm looking? Does it?
No, I just knew. I don't know.
Okay.
I was intuitively connected to you, Ronnie. Well, hi everybody. I'm Ruth Wishengrad. I live in sunny Santa Barbara, California, but I live on right now where I am is on the sun hasn't come over to my side yet, so I'm cold. I just had to turn the heat on. So I'm sorry. And I am originally from the Boston area, so I have absolutely no excuse, but I've been out here for 12 years and I guess if that's really a thing, my blood has thinned. So anyway, I'm on a mission to build a world of confident kids so that every kid and inner kid feels worthy, valued, and loved. And I have created a program using music and movement to feel confident and empowered from the inside out. And that's what I'm working on right now. I am creating a certification program so I'm looking for teachers, administrators, educators. Let's give it a bigger balloon here. I'm looking for educators, people who work with kids, to help them feel more empowered and as self-aware and socially aware. I understand now. I mean, literally, kids we're locked in the house away from other kids for almost 2 years, and my program is basically geared towards ages 4 to 7 years old. So if you think of 2 years from 4 to 7 that they didn't even have any, minus 2 years from that, they didn't have any social interaction with kids, or very limited. They need more help in the classroom and they need more help with this. And I really believe this program can help that. So the certification is, I'm looking for these educators so I can get the program to them, because I'm only one person and I want to get it out to a group of people so that I can teach them and then they can teach who they need to teach. So that's my mission, and that's what my dream is. And Ronnie and I are working together on this, and he's been with me for the last 2 years and slogging and getting this going. And I'm looking for the curriculum book, and it's not, oh, there it is. We've created, so it's a jam-packed multimedia curriculum that has song and music, and this is what the program looks
She's
like.
written 10 songs, by the way, as part of that. And Ruth and I said we actually go back several years, 8
Yes.
years or so. Point is, guys, if you know anyone that's an educator, how many of you know people that are working with schools in any way, right? A school system. If you know people like that, a program that teaches self-confidence, self-empowerment for kids, isn't that beautiful? Using music and movement. And she's not just kids. She's, we say kids, but she's had adults as well, with special needs, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, autism. They've all benefited from a program like this. So we have a general, more just educators teaching people, teaching empowerment, teaching confidence, teaching self-awareness. So lots of cool things there. Connect with Ruth. Selftalksongs.com is her website, but she'll put in her contact information here as well. Excellent.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and bring in Stuart. Stuart and then Tammy. Tammy, you're up next.
Oh yeah, on the other side of the pond, I think, for most of you. So what's the question?
So who are you? What do you offer, and what kind of help do you need?
I'm kind of zoomed out. I've been on for this probably about hour number 7. So I'm Stuart Kersley. I call myself a sustainability coach for business owners, sustainable business coach, by which I'd love to help people in the sustainability space, but it's more about creating a sustainable business so that when that serves you and your family first, you will then serve your customers and the rest of the world far better and far easier from that space. So it's about creating a business that is profitable, because there's no shame in profit. You get to choose what you do with it. That's impactful. It helps you make that difference you want to make in the world, and it's built to last. It's leverageable and scalable, and has some systems and processes within it. So it's everything, I guess, from the heart outwards. Really, it starts with the purpose, but then it gets more and more practical as it goes on.
And Stuart, what do you need help with? In terms of how can potential JV partners here help you?
Well, I am about to start a podcast with this audience. Ronnie, I had the Water Matters one, which is about, I'm also hugely passionate about water in all its guises. So not just drinking water, but the creatures that live in, on and under and around it. But so that podcast is happening, but I'm going to be starting a business podcast as well. So it'll be speakers for that. And also being on other people's podcasts around this kind of topic of I tend to focus on solopreneurs, often mumpreneurs, and often women in that sandwich generation between care on both sides, parental care and this kind of stuff. And it's about kind of holding space for them to actually see themselves again and recognize that that they have a mission they want to get out into the world. So
Stuart, where are you located again for everyone? I know where you are,
in
but
the UK, London, ish, just south
So,
of London. Yeah.
keep in mind, Stuart's got sustainability. It's a sustainable business, but also in terms of sustainability. By the way, Stuart, I'm co-hosting the Go Sustainable Live this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So I have some of the top sustainability experts in the world in terms of food choices and sustainability that are on that. But it's a one-day thing on Sunday. But I can get people for your podcast, obviously. So everyone here, if you know anyone into sustainability, especially, that's a really key piece as a speaker, potentially for his podcast, as well as just people interested in creating a sustainable business. Stuart's one of the best. He just speaks with so much gravitas. I'm like, hey, I feel like Stuart, we need to just bring you to the US here. And a lot of people, I think, would gravitate to you. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Stuart. Tammy, tell me more about the Wellness Unicorn.
So hi, so this is my first time here, although Ronnie, we had met with the Coalition for Healthy School Food, right? So I'm big into plant-based as well. And I am the CMM of Wellness Unicorn. CMM is Chief Manifester and Motivator. Ooh. So I had a journey of being depressed, stressed, and obese, and I was struggling with my health. So I created a system of evolutionary wellness for overwhelmed, overstretched entrepreneurs, executives, and caregivers, so they can bounce higher and have a healthy lifestyle with ease and bust their limiting beliefs of where they can go with their health. So I'm looking for stressed out individuals. And also I go into companies and give presentations to create a culture of well-being and flow in their work and life.
Outstanding. Tammy, make sure you put your info, because I know there's some plant-based people here that are like, hey, we gotta connect. Now, I will let you guys know, anytime you say caregiver, it's huge. You know how many caregivers, how many people became caregivers in the past few years? But as someone who, my wife and I took care of her parents, 94 to 100 was when they were at home. Caregiving, boy, that is not an easy job. So anytime you have a big group of audiences, if caregiver is one of your target audiences, that's huge right now. Tammy, in terms of stress, overwhelm, and
Yeah.
program. And people always know caregivers. They just
Yeah.
know. They know people that are taking care of their parents or spouse or so on. So it's a really big opportunity for you. So does
Yeah.
anyone know here someone that might be able to use her help? Please connect with Tammy. If that's your tribe. Tammy, you and I, again, same thing. Plant-Based Network should connect. Cool. Excellent. We have, did we talk to Natalie, Sandy? Linda.
Hi. So I'm Linda Marie Roy, and I'm into spirituality and plant-based health. The reason I put them together is so that the work that we do on spirituality related to a foundation and your mindset based on that, your spiritual connection, whatever that is, that grows, and that you are then making changes in your life that are going to stick. So as far as what I'm asking for help with, right now I'm trying to decide about launching my membership or full signature course. I did a version of the big course several years back and have realized people at the time wanted plant-based eating to be first, but I started to see that they would fall off the wagon and give up on themselves before I had a chance to teach them the tools to not fall off the wagon or to not beat themselves up when they fall off the wagon, really. So I want to revamp it and turn it all around. So I'm in the process. So I do need beta testers for either one or both. And I'm going to be making these decisions within days. So if you could contact me, if you know of if you have any people that might be interested. It is for people who and this, I need a little clarity. I love Tammy's super clarity about the health because I'm all about that. I got into this to help save a friend from cancer. So that's my deep down, like, oh, like I want to take care of that. And I'm a Food for Life instructor as well. So the food thing is important. I just need them to stick with it. So that's why I make sure to have the other. So
so you're looking for beta testers right now. You got a program coming out. She's not sure it's going to be a course or a membership or a combination thereof, but she needs beta testers. So if you know anyone that's interested in health and wellness, and I want to make this clear, when we say plant-based, the plant-based living encompasses 3 different things. So you may say, I'm not really plant-based. Let me explain the opportunity.
Okay. Whole food, plant-based.
Right. Yeah. And
SOS.
and plant-based, anyone who says we have a potential JV partners that are into plant-based tends to revolve around 3 things: health, environment, or sustainability, and compassion, right? Ethical eating. So what happens is some people are not vegan, but they're plant-based. They don't call themselves vegan, or vice versa. They're vegan. They don't call themselves plant-based, based on their focus. Vegans tend to do it just for the animals, for the most part. You can eat unhealthy as a vegan, but they love bone broth, right, Sally? Because you take animals out of the equation. So when you take a look at your program, like I did a JV with Lorraine Ellen, who's the introvert. She teaches people how to come out of their shell, so to speak, and she's a healer as well. Well, I was like, has nothing to do with plant-based. No one's going to care, but I'm going to send it out anyways. And I said, hey, if you're an introvert and you want to get the plant-based message out there to more people, you should take Lorraine's 5-day free 5-day challenge for introverts. Guess what? I was number 1 on her affiliate list. Number 1. I had like 475 people opt in for a program.
Wow.
And I was like, what? Like, I had no clue anyone. And I 5 days before her event is when I signed up. 5 days, I was like, hey, Lorena, we're both in the mastermind together. I'll send this out on your behalf. And boom, but within 5 days, I jumped from 0 to number 1 on her list of opt-ins. My point is, you don't know. People lead to people. So keep that in mind in terms of scope. right? Of when someone you're like, well, you're not really the right fit for me as a JV partner. I'm kind of like, really? Are you sure about that? So keep that in mind. Fizz is one of my favorite people in the world too, just because he's got style. I don't have his style. I have a little Hawaiian style, but Fizz, if I had a jacket like yours, I would go out. I'd go clubbing right now. All right, Fizz.
All the world is a stage. As you know, Ronnie, in my song, Anything, right?
All right, Fizz, introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do? And
There are
how can these people help you?
There are people here that know me. Of course, Ronnie does, and Ruth. And I am a singer, songwriter, artist. I help entrepreneurs become rock stars by taking your message and who you are and helping you create your very own song that inspires people to invest in you and your services and helps your movement. That's why rock stars reach more people than anyone else, because they have their song, and right. And so that's how you build up your tribe. And music is God's language. It's the language of the angels. And that's it's the most powerful language on the planet. Everybody connects with music. And so I would love to speak with anyone that's just intrigued with what I'm sharing on how you can integrate music into your business and help your business with that. And so I put my link in there about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, and you can have a session with me. I'm also really insightful, and feeling like, Linda, I could probably help you, give you some insight in regards to what you're working on too. I do what I call a faster mind with Fizz. Instead of mastermind, I call it faster mind because it just like work really quick. And Ronnie, download I actually got was I think that I need to talk with you again, because I'm feeling like we could be a good JV in regards to your rock, this whole
Rock You Academy. Yeah, it makes
Rock
sense.
You Academy. And
Wait a minute. You write songs to make people rock stars. I have a Rock You Academy that turns coaches, speakers, and others into rock stars. I don't know. I'm not sure there's quite a fit there, but maybe it's a stretch.
It's definitely a missing, but Rock You Academy doesn't have its own theme song.
Right?
Actually, I do.
Okay, well, start using that then.
I'm
happy to hear that. No, because for those of you that don't know, Ronnie's a great musician. And I had actually spoken at an event that Ronnie did, the Ronnie Tsunami event. That was amazing. It was a great experience for me. And I actually had shared with everybody a song I wrote for Robin Williams called The Man from Outer Space. And so for those of you that go on YouTube, you can look up The Man from Outer Space and put in Robin Williams, and you'll see the video I wrote. It just came through when Robin passed away, because he was a sweet guy. I had written a song for a girl that was dying of cancer, and her mother was telling me that Robin Williams was talking with her because he was on her bucket list. And he actually spent time speaking with her as she was passing on. And that was the kind of guy that Robin Williams was, literally the biggest star on the planet. But he would do these kind of things that, he wouldn't boast and share that with the public, but that's the kind of person he was.
Fizz will do a lot for you. And Fizz did perform. We did an event a couple of years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
His Suzanne Evans was there, Jay Facette, Marissa Murgatroyd,
Dan Fowler.
Steve Olsher. I had put together 16 speakers for this event called Success Tsunami, and Fizz was the performer. And yeah, my band did perform there as well. Fizz, we'll connect. Let's connect again.
Okay, great.
Lana, you're here. Lana is also a fellow mastermind member with us. Lana, tell us who you are, what you do, and what you need help with in terms of JV partners.
Okay, thanks everyone. Hi, nice to be here and meeting you all. So I'm Lana Kirtley, Empowering Health Journeys, or Empowering Biz. I've got 2 things on the go. My primary focus is I am a diagnostic nutrition health coach. And so I help women deal with their hormones and optimizing that. The other part is my B2B component is summits. And I am running an event that starts November 7th through 11th. Yeah, and it is all about summit success and hosting curiosity. about hosting your own summit and what that might mean for your business in terms of influence, credibility, and a much larger list. So from the B2B side of it, I'm looking for individuals that have on their list relatively new entrepreneurs that really want to up their game in terms of being a host or the curiosity of being a host. So if you yourself is a little curious, then please let me know. I'll put some stuff in chat in a minute here. And in terms of if your zone of being is more the health side, then I have a summit coming up that's in January. Lots of 11s today. That's an interesting thing. I need to look into that. Starts January 11th, goes for 10 days, and it is Stress Less Health Summit, and I'm JVing on that as well if you want to promote that. Both have offers, slightly different in terms of pricing and percentage, but I'm looking for individuals. And I love to do StreamYards and promote others as well. So that's what's
Lana,
happening in my world.
I'll tell you this much, guys. If you've ever, most of you are coaches in some aspect. Keep in mind that in summits, when you host your own summit, you build your list and you build credibility and you build visibility and you generate sales. All of it, whether it's affiliate commissions or sales of your own product. I can't say that enough. So take advantage of Lana's 5-day challenge. Or I say it's not really a challenge, it's really exploration of summits of what you could host on. Being a host is taxing at times. That's why she's going to show you, it doesn't have to be. But it's so much powerful. I did a summit back in 2016. We had 4,000 on the email list. After the summit, we had 25,000 people, and we had generated $100,000 in revenue within 10 days from that. And then we had content to use for a year. So there's a lot of stuff there. I can't say enough about Lana's power here to help you take advantage of that. So Lana, make sure you put that into the chat. Put your links into the chat.
You betcha. Thank you.
We have Adriana.
Okay. Hi, I'm Adriana Steinwedel, and I'm the creator of Invest in Your Wellness System. And I'm looking for, I'm working on my video ask to put out my beta program that I hope will be starting by mid-November. And so what I'm looking for in JV partners are people who have a tribe of some of their audience, maybe not all of it, are people who have a family history of type 2 diabetes, are pre-diabetic, or know that they eat too much sugar but just can't stop eating it. And what my course is about is giving people tools and tricks to lower their risk of getting any kind of chronic diseases. And along with that, I also add in some energy healing and some, tools like EFT tapping and NLP and hypnosis to help lock in those lifestyle changes that I'm hoping that they'll make. So,
yeah, excellent. Just so everyone understands, Adriana, your audience is going to be people who are, especially those that are pre-diabetic or diabetic, maybe just got notified that they're diabetic, to make those lifestyle changes. And working with Adriana is part of Rock You Academy and the Invest in Your Wellness System. Adriana, you said your beta is coming up mid-November?
I'm hoping.
Okay, so with that, if you know anyone that's in that state, and 2/3 of the country, by the way, of US, at least, I can't say for Canada, but for US, 2/3 of the country are pre-diabetic. That's no joke. So just to put that in perspective, somebody that's pre-diabetic, get them in touch with Adriana. She's gone through this journey. She's going through this journey. It's very, she's got a program that's invest in your wellness. So it's about, rather than just real estate or stock, how about investing in your own health? she's got a very cool program for that. Excellent. Mary Ann, welcome. And Mary Ann, tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for in terms of a JV partner.
Well, my name is Mary Ann Piazza. I help leaders, people in leadership, to address their core beliefs that have been holding them back, even though they feel and look successful in the world. And I am an energy healer psychotherapist. So I help support people in understanding what those core beliefs are. And then we clear them through energy healing. I am at the very beginning of my journey in stepping out. I have a small program. I know how to work with people one-on-one, so I'm really not in the like I don't have my package of my beta yet. I'm still kind of developing that. So I'm here to learn and see what steps I need to take.
Did everyone hear that? So if you know someone that's a leader, maybe in a management position in a company, that's someone that's looking, missing something, that's looking and is open to like energy healing, that's not a common thing, right? Where you hear people marketing specifically to leaders in that or management positions or that is another niche. So if you know someone like that Mary Ann, that you think should connect with Mary Ann, make those connections. I know Mary Ann's program, Bridging the Leadership, that we call Transform, right? Awaken, Transform to Awaken Leaders. So if you know those leaders that consider themselves awakened, is it awoke? Am I awakened or
awake? I found that in all the years of psychotherapy that people in leadership really hide their parts of themselves that they struggle with. They look successful, they feel, like everybody sees it, but they still are challenged in their own hearts. And so when we clear that, it impacts everything in their life, their family, it impacts their relationships with friends, their organization, and it impacts their money flow. So I'm open to hearing how I can get this out there and, develop it more.
Got it. All right. Excellent. Amy, I'm sorry, Amy, are you able to talk?
Of course I'm able to talk, Ronnie, for you. My name is Amy Zwagenbaum, and I am the Finding Fun Mentor of Mystery of the Missing You. And although I do have coaching programs, both group and individual, my newest thing is our Light and Laughter virtual retreats, in which I use my 40 years plus of storytelling experience to give you a reality break if you are a overwhelmed caregiver in the sandwich generation. That means we've got our family that we've designed ourselves with our kids and our partner on one side needing our help, and our parents on the other side. So we're being squeezed in the middle.
Oh.
So right now we have our newest Light and Laughter virtual retreat. It's coming out the end of November. And it's called Dare to Dream. And it's all about reconnecting and remembering and generally just being back in contact with your dreams so that you can go back to the everyday pressures and stresses and overwhelm with a fresh face from a mini vacation within your schedule. I'm looking for JV partners as well as for people who want to check out this awesome event. And
Light and Laughter, right?
Light and Laughter virtual retreats. My information is in the chat.
Excellent. All right, Amy, I look forward to the Light and Laughter. We all could use some little light and laughter these days. I don't know about you.
Well, I think we all need a reality break these days.
Excellent. I know there's someone on an iPhone. I don't know who you are because I can't see you, but you're welcome to talk about who you are, what you do, or not. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. What did your key takeaways here? And I'm going to give you my key takeaway just so you get an idea of what I mean. My key takeaway was that all of you have a really cool mission. Like everyone's trying to help someone, right? And it's like, if I could just give everybody, here's business, just what I would do, it'd be like, how do I connect people? Right? That's the collaboration piece. I'm so tired of the protecting my little empire kind of thing. And, you know, my clients are my clients. I can't burn my list by emailing for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? So you don't want me to help people. Is that what you're telling me? Slap those people.
Right.
You know, we want to help people. So I want you just give me real quick, because we don't have a lot of time, like real quick, what's your key takeaway from hearing people here? Amy, you're in my top corner and you got your hand up. Amy, we'll start with you.
Yes, I do. I guess the key takeaway for me is that everybody here has something awesome to offer to the world. And by working together, we can abolish competition and everybody wins.
There you go. I like that idea. All right. Sally, what's your key takeaway? Oh, you're muted.
I promise I did not do that. That there is an amazing amount of caring and talent all working on this planetary problem, and I'm just thinking of ways to connect with all of you.
Excellent. Adriana.
There are so many opportunities and so many ways we can help each other. So I'm excited. I see lots of people that I can help and they can help me, and we can uplift the world together.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree. And I'm a big believer in karma. You know, helping others brings help to you. And especially when you don't actually expect the help, right? For some reason, it just comes out even stronger. So I believe that. McKinney, what's your key takeaway?
I was just thinking about, I think of myself as a problem solver, and what you just said was pretty interesting. Is about karma, and you know, I always help people, and it's just like when you mentioned karma, I was like, oh my gosh, just just trying to network with other people is just open more opportunities. It's amazing to see that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I know McKinney's story. She's inspirational on her own. Trust me on this. So whatever we can do to help McKinney, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, McKinney. Fizz, what's your key takeaway?
I said it when I was talking, and that is actually that feel strongly that we need to connect again.
All right, that's key. That's a good key. I'll take that takeaway. It sounds good. Stuart, what's your key takeaway?
Having done some trainings over, it may be a cultural thing, but over in North America, I was getting really drowned out with this whole concept of, summits and podcasts and this and that, and advocating people I didn't know from Adam. And so it's beautiful to be in this space with these wonderful people who I know what they do and know the difference they want to make. And I can get behind that. And there's not a sense of drowning. So thanks for creating the space, really.
I agree. Linda.
I do see connections, obviously, with every one of us. I like Amy's that it was like a little of mine and a little of Adriana's, because Adriana loves laughter and laugh therapy. So mine's lightness. I love that. They were just plant-based. There were just so many ways. Obviously I need Fizz to create a theme song for every one of us. And, just, oh my gosh, I'm really excited.
Well, I say I write it with you, just so you know that. And that's the difference between me and there's a few other people too. We write your song together because it really.
Connect with Fizz. He's part of Easy Way Network, which is we're partners with Easy Way. So you got to connect with Fizz. We'll get on a call together. Lana, what's your key takeaway?
The secret no, I can't say it. The oh my God.
Sacred?
The amalgamation, the synchronicities,
Oh.
I can't see it today, I don't know why. But anyways, of these different communities and just stepping into the space of it's an hour and what might come from that hour of conversation with others. The number of people we've connected, and there's a couple here that I'm sorry I missed you, but I'm going, oh, I think I need to connect her with so-and-so. And other than to say, hi, so-and-so this and so-and-so, blah, 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 step back, I'm out of it. But
Excellent.
I love virtual and how it makes this world so much smaller and so much more wonderful. Thank you.
I agree. Mary Ann.
Well, I'm really repeating everything that people said. Is like I am in awe. I feel very welcome, and I'm open. If anybody wants to connect with me, give me a call or email or go through Ronnie. I'd love to connect.
Connect directly with Mary Ann. You don't need me in between. Mary, unless you don't know how to reach her, but put your chat information in the chat there. Ruth.
I love this. I love this event. I love being able to connect with people. I'm just inspired. I'm inspired by all of you. It helps me move forward. And it's like I'm not alone. And I think that's one of the biggest things that as a entrepreneur, we feel like we're alone, and or at least I do sometimes, and I don't feel alone now.
Excellent.
I know I have a group of people who want to help and want to be part of this mission to expand our world and make things better.
Sandy, I don't know if you're there, Sandy. She might be tied up.
I'm here.
Oh, here. Hey, Sandy, what's your sorry, we can't see you. So what's your
You can't see me? Oh, okay.
What's your takeaway?
No, my takeaway, there's an awful lot of great energy in the universe right now. It's like, there's some great people on this call, and I love it. Somebody used the word synchronicity earlier. Synchronicity. Yeah, it's so cool.
Excellent. Anne, what's your key takeaway? By the way, Anne, I'm happy you're here. Unexpected, because I know Anne's one of the top coaches, just so you know. So the fact that she's here to support, I really appreciate that, Anne.
Of course. So yeah, I'm just mindful, like there's so many different ways to support each other. I think sometimes we'll get caught up in like, what JVs mean is I'll send 3 emails for you, and then it's like that, and that's great, right? But there's so many. Sometimes it's just, oh, you just need to talk to this person, right? Or we just need to connect. And there's so many ways we can support each other. Some of the things that happen, and with people chatting with me, reminded I had an experience at one of the JVology events where someone was they're brand new, like they didn't know, and they're like, but they're like, Anne, you're having an event. I'll just support your event. Like I can just show up and just be at your event and like be part of your team, and I'll learn and I'll just be supporting you. And I was like, wow, like you'll do that for me? And she's like, yeah, totally. And then we shared that, and like 5 other people were like, I'll totally do that too. And suddenly I have my event team, and it was just like this win all around, right? Because they were, it's a great event, and I supported them and they supported me, and things like that. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes we get caught up in thinking, well, I don't have a big list yet, or I don't have this. And it's like, there's so many ways we can support each other.
There's so key, so many different ways.